Hello, everybody. Greetings and welcome here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph and I am the host of this channel. So we are here tonight to do an episode of new prog albums. The one we're doing tonight is from a band called Lunear. The album is called There's Always Next Time. So this was released February the 27th, 2026. It's about 53 minutes or so in length on the lunearmusic.com label. And produced by David Paredes. The band consists of J.B. Benninger, Paul J. No, and Sebastian Bornier. Benninger playing guitars, bass, and vocals, J.P. No playing keyboards and vocals, and Sebastian Bornier doing drums and vocals as well. So everybody's singing, which is interesting. They all have kind of unique sounding voices. I think, I don't know who's who, but it's easy to see there's three different guys singing here. So you've got the opening track. Before we get to that, just the overall view of the album. It's a symphonic primarily, I think, has a very symphonic sound, also very melodic, a lot of more pastoral sound. I wouldn't call this at all folky at all. There's no folky. It's just quieter. It's more mellow. There's some piano. It's a slow-paced album for the most part. A couple songs that didn't quite meet that kind of feel. Actually, most of the songs, with bands like this, generally speaking, you just have repetitive songs that have little bits and pieces that are different. And some that are longer, some that are shorter. This one's a little bit not as much like that. There's some different sounds throughout the album, so does keep you interested. Some of the songs are quite good, some of them maybe not so good. So we're gonna break the songs down now. So the first song on the album is called Tom and Cullen. This one's just under 7 minutes in length. There's some vocal parts that sound like almost it sounds like it's almost coming from a cavern, like they're singing in a huge cathedral, or talking in a huge cathedral. There's like a bit of an echo to it. The second vocal's quiet, mainstream sound. Third vocal's more nasally. There's some nice piano and synthesizer in here as well, with some percussion built in with it. Nice piano and synthesizer becoming more dominant as it moves along. It's a mid to almost pastoral sound as it gets deeper into the song. And the guitar solo at the end is very melodic, high end, but still melodic. Yep. Next track up is called One Day. This one's just under 5 minutes. A melodic drum and piano opening. The vocals are deep to mid-range and a bit on the murky side, actually. Not easy to understand what he's saying. Synthesizer part cuts in and adds a kind of a spacey-like symphonic sound to the track as well. And then some slow melodic guitar part at the end. Third track is called I'll Remember This. I don't know if I told you the title of the second track is One Day. The third track, the title of the track is I'll Remember This. It's a little over 4 minutes in length. It's a bit of a heavier track as well. Very catchy riff. The vocals are a little bit punky-like, but not in sound as much as in style. Meaning that he's singing as if he's punky, but his voice is really kind of not punky-like. It's a little bit mid to high range sound. It's cutting fast, paced pop track, really. Solo is melodic, but not super heavy. And the keyboard synthesizer solo is good as well. This is more of an up-tempo track, a little heavier and very different from the opening two tracks. It's probably my favorite track, actually, on the album. Next one's called Pool Balls. This one is a little over 5 minutes in length, and maybe a little closer to 5.5. Some odd percussion noise, and then some drums taking over. The vocals are low end, deep, murky, not easy to understand. Yeah, difficult hear what he's exactly saying. The bass and drums dominate the track with some synthesizer background here. It's got a heavy piercing guitar part, and then the song slows to a very melodic part towards the back half of the track, and typical of a typical song of theirs, like of the main songs they have. The next track is called Rain. This is one of the longer tracks on the album, about 9.5 minutes in length. A slow melodic drum beat with some keys and pianos thrown in here. The vocals are murky, very low end, very slow. He's singing in a very slow melodic way. A very melodic track with some multi-synthesizer and keyboard parts, creating that kind of symphonic atmosphere and lots of sounds. Yeah, this is a very symphonically dominated track. Next up is The Wilderness Within. This one's a little about 4.5 minutes in length. A much heavier song again, heavy guitar riff, more kind of drones on a bit though, this guitar riff. It's not like cut and dry, it's more of a droney type guitar riff. The vocals are a little bit more raspy, deep, kind of murky, melodic. The keyboard riff is very catchy. This is one of the more catchy riffs on the album. It's got some multiple noises throughout. Slows to a quiet sound with a symphonic part and whispery vocal part towards the back end, and does pick up again right at the end, which is kind of unusual. It sounds a little bit different. It's almost like it's going to go back into something and then just fades out. So that's The Wilderness Within. The next track is the longest track on the album. It's called Christmas Flowers. This one is just under 50 minutes, so it's an epic length track. Heavy symphonic opening with some synthesizers throughout the entire track. The piano kicks in with some nice melodic drum beat and a forward guitar part. This is maybe 2 to 3 minutes in. The vocals are high range and forward. Definitely a different vocalist than the deeper guy. Again, the piano becomes very dominant towards the back half of this track. Heavy symphonic sound throughout, so it's a very atmospheric, symphonic, atmospheric track. It's okay. I don't mind it. Probably drones on a bit too long. If it was a little bit shorter, maybe 9 or 10 minutes, it might be a little easier to take. Next up is Next Time. It's the last track on the album. It's the shortest track on the album too. So the longest track is then followed by the shortest track. This one is just under 3 minutes. Very different from all the other tracks on the album. It's got a nice acoustic guitar, melodic riff at the beginning. You got some vocals that are mid-range, kind of clear, forward. All these things are different from most of the other tracks. Very different track for them. Almost a ballad-like song, although it's not really a ballad-like song, but it's in that range where ballad songs are often found. It's got some synths come in, and then you get this kind of deep nasally voice at the back end of the album. So, interesting track. I did like this one as well. Most of the stuff I liked. There was a couple tracks I thought were a little on the weak side, but overall pretty strong. Mid-range strong. I wouldn't call it like an upper echelon album, but I did enjoy it. I thought it was a pretty strong album. I'm not sure I would buy it, maybe for the right price. This is kind of a wait till next year when the price drops album. There's lots of them. Because the average new album is between $20 and $25. I don't know that I want to spend $25 on this album. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you want, you can put your comments on the album or discuss the band or anything I've said in the comment section below. And we will see you all next Sunday night for another episode of New Prog Album. So take care, have yourself a good evening, and goodbye.